Familiar Wilson's Media. Relationships are the story.
You are made of meat, my friend, all the way down.
The following podcast uses words like and also. If you're not into any of that shit, then now's your chance.
3, 2, 1.
Run.
Super familiar with Wilsons. Get it!
Welcome to Super Familiar with the Wilsons. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Josh. And Amanda, I just ate Fire Hot Fritos.
Why?
Right before podcasting.
Why?
Because it's like one of those things where I can't just do the thing I want to do. I got to make it fancy like Evel Knievel.
Okay.
And so it's not that I can just cross the street. I got to jump it. And so in this case, I got a podcast when my throat and my larynx are burning.
You don't even like the hot fire Cheetos.
I know, that's the mystery here. I don't know why I've done this.
Winthrop requested them for his lunch, and I don't know why, because I don't think he eats them. So all I can think of is it's like some sort of cultural cachet in the elementary school cafeteria.
What if he uses them as like a weapon for bullies? Like he grinds them up and throws the powder in their faces.
Well, we've not heard yet from administration, so I'm not sure that's a thing.
Because he is the ninja of third grade.
I mean, he gets away with some stuff here that I'm like, I didn't know you did that. So maybe.
It is football season.
It is.
And I'm very, very intrigued by fantasy football this year because I did something I've never done before.
Do tell.
I am in a fantasy football league. If you've been listening for any amount of time, you know that I do this every year with some friends across the sea. And every year I'm like, I'm American. I know more about football.
You don't.
We have proven that I know significantly less about football than my counterparts over there. But I think that really what it is I don't have the patience to sit through all of these rounds of fantasy drafting, right? It just gets really frustrating for me, and I can't keep track of who's still on the board, and then you only have 1 minute to pick, and I get stressed, and I just don't like it. I wish what we could do is we could keep the same team every year and then make trades, have it be like
real football.
Like real football, instead of having to pick a whole ass new team every year. So I've tried various strategies throughout the years, including 1 year drafting 4 quarterbacks.
Who do you have to give up to have 4 quarterbacks?
That didn't work out so well last year. And so this year, I'm like, fine, good. None of this crazy stuff. I'm going to rely totally on ChatGPT to make all of my picks.
So how did you just give it hey, pick my things? Or did you give it the fantasy football drafting thing specifically for your team?
Well, no, it's just
your network.
I said I'm drafting. Give me the best possible strategy and the best possible team. And so what I did is every round I would type in who's off the board, who got picked, and then it would just instruct me who to pick. And I did. I'm like, great. It's got all of the stats. It knows exactly what it's talking about. At the end of the draft, my draft grade, as determined, by the way, by I guess.
Some AI
the
somewhere
AI
else.
somewhere else
Yes.
was F.
A stench of cow manure hovers over this performance.
I am projected to win no games this year.
ChatGPT screwed you.
Boy, did it ever. And again, this is why I'm not worried about Skynet, because ChatGPT in this case was outsmarted by both Belson brothers.
That's rude. Gavin Belson's talking some crap to you on our WhatsApp chat too, friend.
Is he? Well, all I did was this morning, because I like to talk shit even when I do it undeservedly.
Yeah, no, you.
And so I'm playing Gavin's team this week. And I messaged him this morning and said, okay, how much am I going to win by this week? And by the way, I'm at a 70% chance of losing this game, which is like saying it's, summer in Florida, it might rain. No, It's definitely going to rain. I'm definitely going to lose. And so, of course, I talk shit to the Belsons because, and they, they're polite about it, but mostly they probably just ignore it. But what has Gavin said? If you can just read the thread, because I've not opened it.
You opened up by saying, by how much do we think I will beat Gavin in fantasy football this week? And he said, who knows? You're only currently predicted to lose by 20. You said predictions are shit. And he said, so is your team.
Oh wow. It's good that I, for that little moment, I give Gavin a feeling of efficacy,
Gavin's usually the nice one, and that was pretty harsh, and I'm impressed by it. Good job, Gavin.
I think after all these years, the honeymoon's finally over.
Do you know that it's been 4 years since we've been friends with him?
Yeah, in COVID years, it feels like 10.
I know.
So anyway, we did not record last week because we were both sick. The whole family, everyone's sick, right?
I
Everyone's
wasn't sick last weekend. I was sick of all you people being sick, but now I'm sick. I woke up with the damn cough this morning. Like, I woke up coughing. I didn't wake up and then cough. I was coughing and woke up while I was doing it. That's super annoying.
Yeah, and I feel like the world is sick right now, and the world is getting sick, and the world is being sick, and I just don't like it. I don't understand it. This is just the world in which we live. Maybe this is just indicative of the times in which we live.
I don't know that it's the time in which we live, other than it is that time of year where all of the people have gone back to school. So they're home during the summer, and we've got a kid who goes to elementary school where none of those jokers cover their mouth when they sneeze and all that stuff.
Oh, no, I'm quite certain that coughing into each other's mouths is like an elective. And that's just the thing that they do. They just go around like plants pollinating each other or whatever. Yeah. They're coughing into each other's mouths.
Yes. And then we've got Muffy, who's moved into a dorm with, sharing a shared bathroom, shared showers, shared kitchen with all of these people. Who knows what their little brothers and sisters are coughing into? So then we've just got like this petri dish of children, both 18-year-old ones and 8-year-old ones, where they're all just sharing all of the germs. So Muffy got really sick. Winthrop got really sick. I've been home with Winthrop the last 2 days. You thankfully came and saved my sanity halfway through the day on Friday, but you've been sick for about 5 weeks. You're finally getting rid of the cough. And I have managed to stay. Every once in a while, I'm like, I don't feel great, but I've managed to pop out of it, but it has come for me.
Well, we got to take care of Mama, so that's what we'll do.
Well, it's which stinks because I've used my sick days to be home with the sick child. Like now
Are you out of sick days?
No, I'm not out of sick days. I could take like 6 months of sick days, but meaning I have deadlines. Every Friday, so we use Microsoft Planner at my work, and Microsoft Planner is a giant pain. I don't like it. But it every Friday it sends me an email to tell me how many tasks that I have due that day. Hate it because it's the worst thing to wake up to. So when I woke up Friday morning and I checked my email, it said you have 135 tasks due today.
I thought it was 167.
Maybe it was 167. Maybe
yes.
I have 167. Whatever, I screenshot it and sent it to you. Whatever it was. Now, I got a wrap-up email going into Monday today from Microsoft Planner, and now I have 95 tasks due. So I managed to blow through quite a bit of them on Friday, like because you came home and I just like put my head down and just did all that stuff I needed to do. But I'm not looking forward to the 95 overdue tasks that I have tomorrow, because then I still have tasks that are due at the end of the week. So while I do have all the sick time, I can't do it. I can't.
You can't use it. Well, it's interesting because you have 99 things due, but then stuff's going to get added to you this week, no doubt.
Right.
It's the whole thing why I don't even worry about my emails anymore and how many emails I have unopened.
That stresses me the mess out when I see your red notifications.
Of course, I have several email accounts. I have my work email. I've got like my art email. I've got super familiar, this email. And then other podcasts that we've had, I've had emails. I should probably consolidate into just josh@josh.com or whatever. But you want to guess how many emails, like a realistic number of how many emails unopened do you think I have?
2,147.
4,346.
I can't.
Oh, no, wait. 47.
I can't.
One just came through.
I can't. Do you want to know how many I have open?
Go ahead.
6.
Unopened.
Unopened.
Yeah,
6 because I can't stand. This must be my OCD. We've been talking about my OCD tendencies. That must be my OCD tendencies. But Muffy doesn't care either. She's got all the red notifications for voicemails, texts unopened, and emails. I don't know how you guys function like that.
We live in a world in which we do not know any given day what laws are going to be struck down, what country we're at war with, how many thousands upon billions of added dollars in our what we have to spend in our budget because of tariffs. Listen, emails, smallest thing ever.
Right.
And with all of this stuff happening in our world, our lovely 8-year-old son still has the gall to say many times a day, I'm bored.
Well, I mean, he will read. Like if you put him in the car with a book or you have a book at school, he'll read. But at home, unless it's bedtime, he don't want to read. So he needs you to constantly be stimulating for him. And I can't. I don't have the energy anymore.
I don't remember being this I don't know. I don't want to say needy because that feels pejorative. But like I spent a lot of time in my life alone, only child and all this and that to a single parent. I had to amuse myself, right?
Yeah.
And so I would have books. I would play with the little Star Wars things, which, by the way, playing little Star Wars figurines and all the chips and all this and that by yourself, it turns out to be very depressing.
I mean,
but anyway, the point is that like I had to learn to amuse myself.
I've had to play the Barbies by myself because while I am not an only child, I am significantly younger than the rest of my siblings. The next older sibling was 14. And so nobody was playing Barbies with me. So I had to figure out how to entertain myself too. And maybe it's because we didn't have screens like they have screens. Well, we had like Saturday morning cartoons, but then we had to figure out what to do. Now it's constant. And then when we tell him screen time is over, it's like we've cut off his lifeline to whatever it is he needs to continue to survive.
I wonder if our kids are going to be as creative as generations before them.
Our older kids are really creative. So
okay,
maybe.
But see, Winthrop, I think, though, now it's like he's in the time where so much is generated for you. There's so much access to stimuli. I mean, I'm not even talking about AI, which like make me a photograph of Blippi on a pogo stick and, all these things.
I can't stand that. Don't use AI to generate images. Don't do it. It's bad for the environment and it's bad for your brain. Go ahead.
No, but this is my question. It's just a question to you. Do you think that our kids are going to have the internal resources to still be able to create original works of creation?
I do, because Daniel makes films and things like that, and he doesn't AI generate that. Andrew doesn't AI generate the music that he creates, right? And now he's taking visual art classes. Muffy is a visual art. She's an art history major. She is anti-AI, like just very anti-AI. I don't have to worry about her. I will say with Winthrop that he doesn't know AI yet, but the thing with him, and I know it bugs you because you'd rather him watch TV than be on his tablet. But the thing I like about what he's doing on his tablet is he is creating levels in this game that he plays. So he's coding, like he's learning how to code from Andrew. He's coding, he's building levels, he is testing them. And so he's at least doing some sort of engagement with it and not passively receiving the information like when he watches TV. The reason I think that you don't like it is because it's really hard for him to disengage from it when it's time to disengage.
No, he's like, you won't like me when I'm angry, and then he hulks out.
Yeah.
Which I feel like it's one of those things with the deleterious effects of the screen and the blue light and, tapping straight into his dopamine center so that it becomes more difficult for him to get any sort of hits off of anything else but a screen.
I think that because he doesn't freak out like that when we turn the TV off, right? Mm-hmm. Still a blue light. Still a screen, passive consumption. I think what's going on with him is, and we know this from all of our other kids, is that transitions are very, very difficult. And so even when he has, okay, you got to set a timer, you got 30 minutes. If he hasn't completed whatever task it is, then he has a very hard time just going, okay, I can do this later. Like he can't see that if I stop now, I'm going to be able to come back to it later. So there's some like active parenting we have to do around that. And some understanding that just stopping right in the middle. If you were creating a song and I came to you and said, okay, we got to do this, you got to stop right now, that would also be hard for you. You'd say, let me just let me wrap this up, or let me get to a point where I can wrap it up. So I think we have to do some give and take with him on, yes, your timer went off. What is it that you're doing right now? Then here's the thing that you have to get to be able to complete it and move along.
Yeah, give me a break, kid. I'm going to take that screen from you.
Right.
Oh, parenting advice from the Wilsons. Woo!
From one Wilson.
Yeah, that's
Don't
right.
take the other one's advice. Yeah. All right, but let's get back to football.
And now it's time for Sports Talk with Amanda.
So it's football season, right? But it's also the second week of football here in this big university town in which we have a football team that historically has done really, really well. And then it wasn't doing well. And then they did the thing that always annoys me is that they were ranked preseason. I hate that. I hate preseason rankings. I don't like it. because everybody's like, "Ooh, look, I'm ranked this," and then they go to the first week and they lose. So I mean, we won our first week like hands down because we were playing like a paycheck team. Like they just show up. Muffy was saying she felt really bad for them. I said, listen, they knew what they were getting into when they came here, and they came here because this is the game that's going to carry them throughout the season as far as the money that they're going to make on ticket sales and stuff. Don't feel bad for them. They knew. Then yesterday we were all like, and then they lost by 1 point to my undergrad alma mater. So whatever, this is my graduate alma mater, and my current employer lost to my undergrad alma mater. I don't really care either way.
Why are you not naming these teams?
Okay, the University of Florida lost to the University of South Florida. Go Bulls. I am also a Go Gator, but whatever. I won. It doesn't matter. My team won because they're both my teams. But you and I decided to do some sightseeing yesterday before the game.
Yeah. We went downtown. Actually, we went downtown because we were looking for a DJ's Cast Iron Burgers, which is usually a food truck that's set up closer to our part of town. But game day, I've come to find out, they move across town.
Right across from the stadium.
In the middle of the action, which good on them. Of course they should. And they just came out with a Lagway burger, which is like DJ Lagway is the quarterback of the Gators. And so they, I guess, teamed up with him to make this burger, which I've not had yet because it has peppers on
Candied
it.
Jalapenos or something.
Yeah. I'm not dogging it. It doesn't feel like a thing for me. Although I freaking love DJ's regular burgers. So we went downtown looking for these things, and downtown, close to game time, is a lot of fun. I say downtown, Midtown, which is near the university, is a lot of fun. It's just great people watching. Apparently a thing now amongst college students is mustaches.
Oh my God.
And
they all look like they're trying to be, what did you call them?
Team Mario Brothers. Yeah, because they wear these onesies that are University of Florida colored onesies without a shirt underneath. And so they're just wandering around in these hats. And I know that they're going for that look. They have to be because they look like Mario Brothers. But it was just a blast. It was hotter than shit, right?
Yeah.
But it was a blast just to people watch, which is one of the Wilsons' favorite spectator sports.
Oh, yeah. So Muffy was going to go to her first tailgate. Like, she has yet to be to a game, which is fine because it is one thing that people say the swamp. It literally is, because not a lot of people know, or if you're not from here, you don't know, that the football field is below ground level. Like, it's built like this, like, bowl in which no air is circulating at field level, right?
They shouldn't call it a bowl, because it gets so freaking hot. It is a football walk.
It is a walk. It's a hot pot. It's a walk. Yeah. So, I mean, once it turns lovely outside, like November, go to a game. It's beautiful. It is too hot right now. So we dropped Muffy off. She was going to go to her first tailgate. We dropped her off at the dorm. We dropped Winthrop off at a play date. And you and I, we went looking for DJs. DJs wasn't there. We looked it up. I said, okay, we could do this. So we went and parked at my office, which is downtown, not midtown. And we walked up and got the thing. And you bought a shirt, and we sat and watched, and then we went back. I was fine until right when I wasn't, and then I got really overheated. But the people watching is so good. It's so good, but I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do these women's mamas know that the bottom of their shorts are missing?
Okay, you say women's. We're talking about college kids.
Do these
right?
college girls' mamas know that the bottom of their shorts are missing? And I am not even body shaming them or whatever. Do you? You are super comfortable with yourself. These are tiny little things that aren't even shorts. What I am concerned about,
let me tell you. So we were driving through the campus, and kids were walking to the stadium, and at one point I'm like, oh, that's all of her underwear.
yes,
Because it's not just cut off jean shorts.
Yeah.
It was also skirts. Although I don't know that you can call them skirts as much as just large fabric belts.
yes.
Because you were definitely seeing, and I just did not want to look. I mean, first of all, these are kids, right? These are college students. And so there's no whatever for me there, but I felt wrong for even looking at these people who were walking in public. And I said to you, these kids have probably never been to a football game.
Yes.
That could be my only guess, because they are sitting on metal Bleachers.
That's what I was going to say. That is my concern about this. Not necessarily that your bottom's hanging out, but that you are going to go and it is 95 degrees outside. Student bleachers are in, and they're bleachers, they're not seats, are in the sun. And there is no way you are sitting down.
And if you do, you're going to come back with lines on your buns. That's what I'm saying.
You remember those metal slides that we played on in playgrounds in the 80s that would get so hot, like you would actually burn yourself? That's what they're sitting on. But then I said this to Muffy, and she said, Mom, they don't go to the game. They just go to the frat houses to tailgate.
Oh, very interesting. Because I will say this, that makes me feel better about going to a game, because I absolutely would not want to sit on those bleachers after those people have sat in the bleachers.
So hot, everything's been sterilized. The other thing that is a trend now, and it just makes my feet sweat, are these white cowboy boots. So they're all wearing the tiny shorts or skirts. Some of them have on bathing suit tops, just triangle bathing suit tops. Most of them have on like a tank top of some sort or crop top. And then they're wearing these tall, white cowboy boots. You know that their feet, I pray to God they have tiny socks on in there, because the amount of sweat and smell that has to be coming from these, it's awful.
Well, that's probably why they call the stadium the swamp. Just
Yes.
the stink coming off of these things. And I imagine that if I got close enough to one of them to hear them walk, that it would be sloshing.
Oh, God, so gross. So gross. But it's just all of it. Like the boys in their striped overalls with their Mario mustache. And it's just all of it is so, it's so not what I went to the University of Florida for undergrad. I had football tickets in 1994, and I was thinking about this. I'm like, what did I wear? I wore probably khaki shorts from Old Navy, and I wore like a Gator t-shirt. Like this wasn't a thing, the like shrinking of the clothing. And it's amazing because, you know, I took Muffy yesterday into Alumni Hall, which is a fan store here where you can, because she didn't have anything Gator branded. The only thing she had Gator branded was a sweatshirt. You're not wearing that yesterday. So I took her in, and she wanted a tank top, and they had these cute little tank tops, $75. It was insanity.
Well, I bought a polo yesterday. Like I think it was like last year or the year before. I guess their design or whatever, but really it was just an orange polo with the word Gators on it. Very nice for relatively little amount of money.
Yeah, no, you did really well with that. But then she looked at me, she said, Mom, can we go to Target and I'll buy a white tank top? Do you have orange and blue ribbon? I did. So we bought her a $5 tank top. She got some orange and blue ribbon, tied little ribbons on the straps, done. Thankfully, she didn't feel like she needed to spend a lot of money on this. But my point is, the tiny little clothes are very expensive. So it's not based on the amount of yardage of fabric that you need.
Yeah, see, I don't understand that, though. That's definitely a thing that, like, with women's clothing.
Pink tax.
What?
The pink tax. It's a thing. It's a term for, you know, like razors are more expensive for women than they are for men because pink tax, not really a tax, but it's like it is inflated retail value based on it being directed toward women.
Yep. What a luxury you have.
Woohoo,
I'm so
love
jealous.
It. And when, yesterday you realized that it's got to be miserable to wear a bra. That is a thing.
Yeah, I didn't understand what was happening on the top half of these girls, actually. The bottom half got it sorted. Top half, there's this one thing that they do where they wear a top where, you know how usually you have a strap over each shoulder?
Oh, yeah.
There's a thing now where I saw several of them where they have two straps coming off of the left and the right side, but they like go towards one shoulder.
Yeah, it's like a asymmetrical thing.
Yeah,
but
but
it looks like they're strapped into it. Like
it looks so uncomfortable. There's nothing looks more uncomfortable, I guess, now than like a college girl walking towards a game, right? The stadium in 100-degree weather, wearing shorts that are way too short, cowboy boots, and like every 5 seconds messing with their top.
Yes.
Because it's falling down or things are coming out or they want things to come out or whatever. It's like, I don't understand it. What torture is that?
I don't know, but it's I was wearing a bra and it is just miserable. It's just too damn hot. It's just too damn hot.
Okay, very good. This has been
You're welcome.
Sports with Amanda.
No one likes to be told what to do.
All right, now is the time in the program where we tell you what to do. Amanda, what should we do?
Okay, if you like to craft, which I do, and you love the spooky season, which I do, if you have a Michael's near you, which I do, you should go and get their craft sets where you can build, like they have those book-nook kits that, you build the thing and it sits between your books on the bookshelf. They have a ton of those for Halloween, and Muffy and I have bought some, and they're like 30% off right now, and it's just a really fun way to spend an afternoon. Let you a few fall scented candles, turn the air down if you live in Florida so you can pretend like it's fall outside, put on some football or some fall music, and just have a nice crafting afternoon.
Very good. My recommendation is simple. Go see Paddington 2.
Oh, it's so not go see it. Like rent. Like I don't think
Go
it's
to your
currently in the
TV
theaters.
and see
Go to your
Paddington
TV.
2. That is probably the best movie I've seen this year. And we saw the first one and we loved it. But this one was extra delightful because it almost feels like it was directed by Wes Anderson. It had a couple of musical acts. It had just the art direction in it was I can't explain it any more than saying to you that it's Wes Anderson like.
It was very charming.
It was so good. Such a great message. And how can you not love Paddington? And by the way, Paddington, an immigrant. Just
there you go.
leaving that right there.
So you're saying probably the best movie you saw this year, and you saw Superman, and you really loved Superman.
Oh my gosh, this is so much better than Superman. Superman was good, but this is the best movie of the year, even though it came out a while ago.
Yeah, best movie of Josh's year.
There you go. All right, Amanda, that's all there is. There is no more. Ding, ding. What do you think about that whole mess?
I just love it. Thank you so much. For
Couple of
being here
updates
with
on
us.
some of our
I'm
friends.
still talking about what I loved, and you cut me off. You interrupted me. Don't look at me.
That's right. That's what Winthrop says to us. Every time something happens that he doesn't like, he says, "Don't look at me." I do want to give you some updates on some of our friends. Chicken Tom is Chicken Tom no more. The last chicken has
flown the coop.
Has departed this world, and he is done with chickens.
I don't blame him.
I did tell him that he would still be called Chicken Tom, that he was stuck with that, but that's just now his name. It's not a reality. Refined Gay Jeff, we haven't heard from him in a while, and so we just want to send him our love. He's doing okay, folks. Don't want you to be worried about him. But, it's kind of hard out there right now, and so all of us are just doing the best we can. And so, Jeff, we love you, and we always are constantly thinking of you.
Yeah, and it's a rough time to be a teacher, in which Jeff is. So, Jeff, you're out there doing the good work. Keep doing it.
So those are our updates, and we do, of course, want to give our list of folks without whom this podcast would not be possible. And so we want to thank the following people. We want to thank Matt, who's in charge of the We'll Get 'Em Next Year league. We want to thank Antonio. He's the equipment manager in charge of deflating footballs. We want to thank Leo. He can kick a Gatorade bottle 40 yards easy. We want to thank Ryan Baker, the offensive coordinator. Of course, we want to thank Refined Gay Jeff, our fashion consultant for End Zone Dances. Joey. Thanks to Danny Buckets, our running back only runs to the concession stand. Chicken Tom, the mascot wrangler. Not the mascot, definitely not. Josh Scar, statistician, keeps track of nachos eaten. Monique from Germany, international scout. Mark and Rachel, replay officials arguing in slow motion. And Dan and Gavin, the entire offensive line, big, immovable, and always late to the huddle. Thank you all. We appreciate you. Sorry we missed a week. If this week was kind of rough, it's because I'm just, getting over being sick, and Amanda is starting to get sick.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it so much.
It's just what you get. But until next week, folks, hopefully next week, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of your health. That's all we got.
And go be kind.
Bye.
Bye.